There was big breaking news about how awful Texas is and how the Texas National Guard was being mean to migrants, and the U.S. Border Patrol was blocked from giving life-saving care to innocent women and children. Yeah. We've heard it all before. The story is the Texas National Guard has confronted the U.S. Border Patrol and actually forcibly removed them from a park near the border so that the actual border can be enforced. Now, during this process, a few migrants attempted to cross the river at the border, and I guess they're not very good at swimming because they were showing obvious signs of distress. Now, Border Patrol wanted to rush in and save the invading migrants who were trying to illegally invade across the border. Now, Texas National Guard stood up and said nope, they prevented them from rendering aid. And they drown. Yeah, the migrants drowned. Dead people, dead bodies floating in the river. Now, Twitter went into a tizzy because the usual suspects were trying to drum up support for the poor, innocent women and children. But the reactions from everyday normal people were unexpected. Most of the comments were in support of the sad outcome. It appears that everyone is just about sick and tired of the invading army crossing illegally and stealing our resources. Now, here's the thing. Everyone knows they are illegal. I know some politicians don't want us to use that word anymore, Nimrata Haley, for example, but however, they are committing a crime and it is illegal, therefore they are illegals. I don't know why I have to say this, you people aren't stupid. The simple fact of crossing the border by swimming across a river and trying to sneak in defines them as illegal. It's common knowledge that if they walk into a legal border crossing station and request asylum, they will be given a chance to prove their case, and it'll be totally legal. And a majority of people would welcome someone who goes through that process. But trying to swim across a border and, in essence, taking your own life, well, that's just dumb. And you get what you deserve. Now, I'm glad the Texas National Guard prevented the Border Patrol from saving them. Well, one, the Border Patrol should protect the border. The Border Patrol is not responsible for saving foreign nationals in a foreign country. So, I'm cool with it. And if the Border Patrol had gone in, wasted resources, saved the people, brought them back to life, taken care of them, giving medical assistance, at that point they would just be an additional burden to this country. So, once again, I guess I'm okay with it. But just to prove that these people don't deserve to be here, I have another example. A few months ago, a woman attempted to climb over the border fence. She slipped from the top and fell, died right on the spot. Apparently, that's what happens when your head meets concrete from a 30-foot fall. Again, easily prevented by going to a border crossing station, checking in with the Border Patrol. But no, this was a criminal who attempted to enter illegally, and she got her consequences. I will shed no tears for this person. They were trying to steal from us. Someone breaks into your house and they stub their toe. Are you going to be mad? No, of course not. This is the same thing. So my position on the border is very clear. I want it closed 100% totally. I'd be fine if there were no new migrants for a decade. We've got enough. Now, a whole other issue is getting rid of the ones we already have. We'll deal with that some other time. But I'm getting to the point where we end work and student visas. Why aren't we using all of these resources to teach and train U.S. citizens? Is it, rhetorical question incoming, is it more important to import kids from other countries, train them, give them the seats in our classrooms, let them work on our high-tech machinery, teach them how to use it, then send them home so they can create businesses, jobs, and new technology in another country? Of course not. I think the answer is quite obvious. Unless you hate this country, then of course you want to give all of our resources to a different country. Okay? Now, if you haven't been paying attention, the current administration prefers migrants to U.S. citizens. The current rumor is that when an illegal crosses the border, they immediately get a cell phone and a debit card for $5,000. In Maine, it was just recently announced they get rental assistance for 2 years. In Chicago, they get $8,000 of rental assistance. Do any U.S. citizens get this kind of stuff? No, of course not. They hate you. They want you to suffer. They want to break you, and they want to give migrants free cash. But it's not free. It's your cash. You earned it by living here and paying taxes. I mean, you buy a stick of gum, you paid taxes. You're in the system. Okay? But they're giving that money away to people that have come here specifically to steal from you. I don't know any other way to say it to make it more clear. If you're not getting this, you probably never will. Now, Chicago, they get $8,000 in rental assistance, but in New York City, they get unlimited residence in a 5-star hotel. Okay, the hotels are stacked and packed with illegal immigrants that, I gotta tell you, they're never gonna leave. Have you ever in your life known a government program that ended? Of course not. They continue forever, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. New York is spending millions of dollars per month to house people that hate you. They don't have to follow your laws. They don't have to follow any rules. They do whatever they want. They take, and they're going to keep taking. Now, in New York, just the other week, they took over a school. All these kids, back to the education bit we talked about a second ago, all these kids are going to school, and they're like, yeah, no. You get to do remote learning. You get to go plug into your computer and maybe learn, maybe not. We don't really care. The school is now for migrants. They get to live there. You don't have a school anymore. Oh, but it's just for the cold. It's really, really cold in New York. We have to take care of them. They're going to freeze to death. Don't care. I don't care. They were warm in Nicaragua. They were warm in Guatemala. They were warm in Mexico. You have to come to New York. It's cold in New York. Well, we got to take over your school. You're not going to get the school back. You understand that, right? Because they've set a precedence. And now every time there's a crisis, manufactured, artificial, made up, doesn't matter. Well, we get to take over the school and we're going to put migrants in it because you allowed it. This illegal invading army is being bought and paid for. They're supported. Now, I can't wait to see what they're going to use this new army for. But I got a feeling we're going to find out pretty soon.